Hello, I'm Kevin Watler, and this is your CMR Daily Buzz. All CUC customers will benefit from a fuel cost relief program that caps how much customers will pay through the end of the year. CUC's Vice President of Customer Service and Technology, Sasha Tibbetts, was on the Cold Hard Truth Thursday and explains more.
We're really happy about the government's fuel cost relief program that they've been doing for the last 3 months, and have made the extension for the additional 3 months. I mean, that's really been a great help to a lot of our customers. And CUC recognized that that was only going to a subset of the customers that the government wanted to focus their assistance with. But there were a lot of customers, such as commercial customers, who were also feeling the challenges of the high fuel costs. And so a couple months back, we made a proposal to OFREG to allow us to cap the fuel factor price at 20 cents for all customers for the last 3 months of 2022, so October through December. And collect those funds at a later date. And what that does is it takes this high price spike and perhaps puts the collection of those costs at a time when energy costs are lower. So for example, in the months of, say, January through May, customers' bills are much lower. And perhaps there's more ability to cover some of those higher costs. So it's really a deferral program designed to cut the spike of the fuel cost. The cost for fuel this month in October is the highest we've seen in a very, very long time. I think it was back in 2009 when it was at this level. And we recognize it's really hard for customers to deal with that. So we're really happy that we got approval to do this program. We're also really happy to see that the government continuing their relief program, which sits on top of ours. So CUC is bringing the price of fuel down to 20 cents, and the government, through their grant program, is bringing for the residential customers in that 101 to 2,000 kilowatt hours per month usage bracket. Those customers that have that amount of usage will have their fuel price brought down to 15 cents, which is still very high, but not as high as, I mean, it would be normally at about 24 cents. So the two programs are going to provide a lot of relief to, in some cases, to all customers, and in other cases to even more relief to a focused group of residential customers.
Customers are encouraged to use this opportunity to continue to conserve energy and use the tools available on the MyCUC portal to monitor energy usage. The Anti-Corruption Unit arrested 2 men in connection with an ongoing corruption investigation. Very few details were released, but what we do know is one of the men is a 47-year-old man from Bordentown and the other a 22-year-old man from Savannah. Both were arrested for fraud on the government, contrary to Section 11 of the Anti-Corruption Act, transferring criminal property contrary to Section 133 Proceeds of Crime Act, and uttering false documents, contrary to Section 289 Penal Code. Detectives with the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service are appealing for witnesses to come forward to assist with the investigation of a stabbing incident that led to the murder of Ian Duffel of West Bay. The incident took place on Birch Tree Hill Road near Captain Joan Osborne Road in the West Bay District just before 11 p.m. on October 14th. Investigators know that the incident was witnessed by persons driving by, and that a driver shouted to the assailant in an attempt to stop the assault, and any information they can provide, however small, could assist with this investigation. The Cayman Islands Cadet Corps officially changed over leadership at its 20th anniversary parade ceremony held on Sunday. The change of command ceremony saw outgoing Commandant Lieutenant Colonel Babette O'Garrow officially hand over leadership to Colonel Errol Brathwaite. O'Garrow, who officially retired in June 2021, dedicated 20 years of service to the Cayman Islands Cadet Corps, and she was the first female commandant not just for Cayman, but also in the Caribbean region. She was also the first female leading a cadet corps in the region to hold the rank of lieutenant colonel. The Cayman National Cultural Foundation invites members of the public to audition for this year's Gimme Story Storytelling Festival. Auditions will be held on Tuesday. Storytellers can choose from any genre, whether retelling a traditional story or sharing an original composition. Inspiration can come from here in the Cayman Islands or wider Caribbean, or from further afield, and can include love stories, history, comedy, or popular tales of duppies. Webster's Estates is ready to welcome back the public for Halloween after a 2-year break due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The community promises the usual excitement at the extremely popular event that it has hosted for more than 20 years. In 2019, the event attracted around 6,000 trick-or-treaters. Over the years, the event has grown tremendously, with the homeowners participating with elaborate decorations, an endless amount of candy, and even block parties. The location is popular for children from all around the island. Conch season opens on Tuesday. However, marine park rules and boundaries remain in full effect at all times, and no conch may be taken from within the marine reserve, even within season. The daily catch limit is 5 conch per person or maximum 10 conch per boat with 2 or more people. In any one day, no one person may take or permit another person to take, purchase, receive, offer for sale, exchange or donation, or possess more than 5 conch from Cayman waters. Only queen conch may be taken. Suspicious behavior in action can be reported to 911. Now for your CMR weather update, it's brought to you by WG Charters. Sunrise at 6:24. Just a few passing clouds is expected when the temperature is 85 degrees Fahrenheit and the humidity at 71% like the forecast calls for. It will feel around 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour and the sun sets at 5:54. At nighttime, the temperature falls to the high 70s. Looking forward, hot days, warm nights with the possibility of brief showers. CMR weather updates are brought to you by WG Charters. They offer private boat trips for a great price, so we encourage you to support them. Now for some regional and international news. Jamaica's Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, has confirmed that 7 babies died in July from a bacterial outbreak at the neonatal unit of the Victoria Jubilee Maternity Hospital in Kingston. The 7 deaths represented a mortality rate of 43% from 16 infections. Klebsiella pneumoniae infections are common in Jamaican hospitals. There was a spike in deaths in 2015 and 2016. However, deaths from the bacterial illness have decreased in comparison to last year's reports, with cases recorded in August, September, and 1 so far in October. The Guyana government has welcomed the announcement by the U.S. oil company ExxonMobil that it had made 2 discoveries of wells offshore Guyana, taking discoveries in the area to more than 30 since 2015. In a statement, the Ministry of Natural Resources said the Guyana government anticipates that these 2 additional discoveries will further increase the country's petroleum resources. Elon Musk has claimed he has acquired Twitter in a post to the social network, reassuring advertisers it will stay a safe place for their brands amid fears. One of his first actions as chief executive will be to restore Donald Trump's account. After months of uncertainty over whether or not his $44 billion acquisition of the social media platform would go through, the Tesla chief executive's post is the strongest acknowledgement yet that the deal is expected to be sealed before the deadline of 5 p.m. in Delaware on Friday. That's it for now on the Daily Buzz. Thank you for joining me. Please stay safe and God bless.